Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Throne Theory, the YouTube channel where we talk everything Game of Thrones. With Season 7 well underway and nearing its conclusion, let's kick things off with our first ever video talking about the top 10 Game of Thrones theories. Number 10. Cersei becomes the Mad Queen. After Cersei lost the plot and blew up the Holy Sept with her daughter-in-law inside it, she's taken a further step towards becoming a reincarnated Aerys Targaryen, the Mad King, who Robert Baratheon overthrew. It would appear no one, not even her baby daddy twin brother Jaime, is safe from her downward spiral towards insanity. Number 9. Jaime will kill Cersei. With the tragic death of Tommen, Maggie the Frog's prediction that all of Cersei's children will die has finally come true. This now only leaves the prophecy of her being killed by her Valancourt, or little brother. Everyone assumes that this will be Tyrion because of the hatred between the two of them. However, knowing Game of Thrones, that's possibly too obvious. And if Cersei does become the Mad Queen, it will be a nice poetic touch if Jaime kills her. This will mirror his actions before Game of Thrones started with his murder of the Mad King. Number 8. Tyrion is actually a Targaryen, not a Lannister. What? Tyrion is believed to be one of the 3 heads of the dragon, along with Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen. The rumours that the Mad King got funky with Tywin Lannister's wife, and she gave birth to Tyrion. This is the cause of Tywin's utter hatred towards Tyrion, and also the line before his tragic poop death of "You are no son of mine." Number 7, another widely popular and somewhat obvious theory is that Jon Snow is Azor Ahai. Despite Melisandre's utter cock-up with Stannis Baratheon, to the misfortune of some, she believes that Jon Snow, after all, Jon Snow was reborn in Smoke and Fire, especially in the books, that she believes that he is Azor Ahai, but she goes and contradicts herself by saying that Daenerys is Azor Ahai. However, the translation of this is prince or princess, so there's no gender-specific role to Azor Ahai, so possibly it's both of them. Number 6. The Night King is actually a Stark. This one's possibly a little bit far-fetched, but after all it is Game of Thrones, so we're going to discuss it anyway. The theory that the original war of the White Walkers ended with a pact rather than through their near annihilation with dragonglass arrows and swords is becoming more and more popular. After all, the White Walkers had potentially limitless recruits for their dead army. The theory goes that a Stark baby was captured and turned into a White Walker. This baby eventually inherited the title of Night King and made a pact that there will be peace as long as a Stark always remains in Winterfell. And due to the events of the Game of Thrones series, Starks leave Winterfell and it's inhabited by other people. And this leads the Night King to say, whoa, 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 whoa. There's no Stark in Winterfell. Time for me to go and claim my birthright. This, personally, I don't buy into it. After all, we see the making of the Night King, or who we believe to be the Night King, in the previous season. Well, we shall see, I suppose. Number 5. Bran unleashes the White Walkers into Westeros. Now, if you remember in the episode The Door, Bran cocked up and he broke the magic that was preventing the White Walkers from invading the tree where his companions and the Three-Eyed Raven were hanging out. They were just chilling. And Bran never removed this freeze burn mark from himself, and he's now crossed the wall, which presumably has the same magic in the wall. And now Bran's crossed it. Has that magic been broken? It's possible. It's a popular theory that now Bran is on the southern side of the wall. The White Walkers can cross with their undead army. Number 4, another Bran theory, that Bran is actually Bran the Builder of legend. Bran the Builder, set 8,000 years before the events of Game of Thrones, he built Winterfell and he also erected the wall. Now, you might be thinking, how the heck is Bran 8,000 years old? Pretty sure Catelyn remembers giving birth to him. Pretty sure he looks about 10 years old in Season 7. Well, The theory goes that due to his ability to warg into people and animals, coupled with his ability to travel back in time or see the past, he can manipulate and control people in the past. So it's possible that Bran controls Bran the Builder, or becomes Bran the Builder, or has a deep connection with Bran the Builder of some sort. And this would make sense given the fact that in season 1 it's mentioned that his favourite stories are of Bran the Builder, not of great warriors or noble deeds or dragons. It's of Bran the Builder. Number 3, one that we all want to see here: the Hound will kill the Mountain. There's not much to say about this theory, apart from the fact that Clegane Bowl is something everybody wants to see. It's common knowledge that there's no love lost between these two brothers, as seen in a pretty brutal mini fight where no one's holding back their blows in season 1 between these two brothers. Now that the Mountain's an undead monster, it's entirely possible that this clash will happen, and hopefully we all want the Hound to come out on top. Number 2, Littlefinger's going to sit on the Iron Throne. I mean, it's possible he's going to sit on it. Whether he'll be the king, well, the speculation is that he's going to marry Cersei. It's no secret that he has desire to sit on the Iron Throne and to become the king of the Seven Kingdoms. Now, he wants Sansa as his wife and his queen. She's not into that so much. But think about it. He controls the Knights of the Vale, possibly the largest army left in the Seven Kingdoms. And Cersei, she needs a few more men if she's going to have any chance of defeating Daenerys. And it's entirely possible that with this up and coming meeting in King's Landing, he's going to be there, and the opportunity will present itself. However, I'm not so convinced, because you think about it, Euron Greyjoy, he wanted a bit of Cersei action. He was like, yo, I want a queen, I want to be the king. He's got a big fleet, he's done her some good services. She said no, she's not into that. She wants more. Do you really think that she's going to pick Littlefinger over Euron Greyjoy? After all, now she's pregnant with Jaime's 4th child, and she's happy to announce that he's the father. Is she really going to want to pick someone else? I don't know, I don't think so. Number 1. Now this is the most widely popular and most sought after theory ever. The fans want it, possibly more than George Martin wants it, that Jon Snow will marry Daenerys Targaryen. What, but she's his auntie, you say? Well, it's a Targaryen thing, a bit of inbreeding, nothing wrong with that if you're a Targaryen, or even a Lannister nowadays. So it's entirely possible. Plus, these two characters don't know they're related yet. Maybe they'll never find out. And strategically, an alliance between these two forces makes sense. You're combining the power of the North with the power of Daenerys Targaryen. I mean, no one can stand against them. I mean, you've got the White Walkers and their army, but it makes sense. And the fans want this possibly more than anything else in Game of Thrones. They want to see these two get hitched to make cute little dragon wolf babies. So, come on D&D, sort it out, okay? Thank you for watching our first ever Throne Theory video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We are a new channel, and any help and support would be magnificent. Stay tuned for more in-depth theories, some pretty outlandish theories as well. Feel free to leave a comment and let us know about theories you'd like us to go into more depth with. Thanks, and see you next time on Throne Theory.